Hi all, excited. This is my fourth video. I'm doing a Dutch pour. I decided to do a Dutch pour with a lot of color. Black, white, silver, gold, and a little bit of gray. I've tried to speed it up in places so it won't be so darn long. I hope you enjoy it. It's already sold. It's already gone and picked up. But it was so much fun to make, and you can't see it all from here. But I do a close-up at the end, so stay tuned for that because it's quite lovely. The colors I'm using are ArtistRi Flow Black. I'm using house paint because you cannot find white paint, and Craftsmart silver, and I think it's Pebeo Studios iridescent gold, and the gray I've just made myself. The ratio is 2:1 floetrol and water, and it's a pretty thin consistency. Here I'm showing you the drip test. So I basically put a drop of paint, of all of the paints, on a card, and then I make sure that they're all consistent in their consistency. So that they should, the flow should be falling all at the same rate. Here I am flooding the canvas with the white. Not sure why this hasn't sped up, but you know how this goes, and I'm just going to make sure that it's flooded properly in the edges as well here. And there I am speeding up finally. And that is actually an omelet flipper on Amazon, and Canela Siracco, a fellow Canadian, is the one who recommended buying that, and it does work well. And as you can see, I've spaced the two canvases, which are 16 by 20, about 1.5 inches apart, so that it allows the paint to flow down the sides, but it allows for a consistent diptych flow, and I can keep an eye on that so they are kind of matching, although that's not the general idea of them being exactly the same, but so that they can match up. And if you can see, I'm dipping my the omelet flipper in a pail. So I find it easier if I have a pail of water with a cloth handy, and I can wash everything as I go and keep my hands clean. As you can see, I'm not using any kind of glove. We are in and out of lockdown here all the time. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I just don't want to use my gloves for painting, and I don't mind. Where do I go? Really? We are seriously in and out of lockdown. Stores are closed, they're not closed. The only things that remain open are grocery stores and things like that. I have gotten used to picking up everything online now, and I think many of us have. Here I am starting to put down some of the colors, the gray, the silver, the gold, and a little bit of black and white as well. Try to speed this up for you so you don't have to watch it all, because you know what to do there. think I decided at the last minute to put in some gold for another little contrast. And this is the part that always gets me nervous, is the blow drying. Although I'm not quite ready to do that, I'm going to not flood, but outline with white so it flows a little bit better, and I'm sure I'm going to do the same with the black, and here I am. I've done that too many times where I didn't do that and it didn't flow as well, and it has to be a fairly thin consistency or else the paint will not flow. And there's so many tutorials on consistency, but it's a pretty thin consistency for a Dutch pour. And this is the part, where do you start? And it looks like there's hardly any color there, but when you see it up close, you'll see there's a lot of color in the white area. Plus, I end up using the straw and fiddling. But you can overblow it, so you do have to be careful. And the thing with a Dutch pour is you do have to plan how you're going to blow it out. You can't just go willy-nilly. And hence why sometimes, we're nervous about blowing it out. And with this one, I sort of did an up and down, but I do like when there's twists and turns, not just an up and down movement to the Dutch pour. And see, there's a little more black there, and that's what I like. But like I said, you can overblow it, so don't. I'm not sure I had enough paint there, but I'm looking at it going, do I love it? I need to play, and I'm looking for my straw right now. Have everything ready. I don't know what happens. I think I have everything ready. Something falls on the ground, and there you go. And there it is. And here you go. I'm going to try to get some of the black in the white and vice versa. And sometimes, it's pretty forgiving. But you have to be careful. Sometimes you just fiddle too much with it, and you gotta just leave it alone and take a few minutes to just step back and appreciate the beauty as it turns out. But I'm a fiddler. I can't help myself. Now, I thought I had sped up this part, but I didn't. Here it is, all finished. Look at the beautiful cells. Now these are the wet results, but it's really quite lovely with minimal colors. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Here's a close-up. Look at all the beautiful cells. It's more like glazing.